See, lecture number 13. The next topic we are going to discuss is dipole moment. See, in dipole moment, first we required polarity of bonds. What is polarity of bonds? See, polarity of bonds is basically what is dipole. Dipole is basically a system of two equal and opposite charges. So dipole is basically a system of two equal and opposite charges which are separated by a certain distance is called a dipole system. Like this. The charge q1 and q2 are equal and opposite, and these charges are separated by a certain distance. Therefore, the system is known as dipolar system. So it forms a dipole. If q1 is x coulomb, then q2 will be equal and opposite, so minus x coulomb. So this will form a dipole. For example, in a molecule which is HF, as distance between their centers is d, while we know electronegativity of fluorine is more than hydrogen, so more electronegative will get partial negative charge and less electronegative will get partial positive charge. So it forms a dipole. So pair of equal and opposite charge when separated by a small distance apart, it forms a dipole. And also there is polarity, therefore this bond is polar. See next. Note all polar bonds AB having some electronegativity difference. If there is some electronegativity difference between A and B, then the bond will be polar and it behaves as a dipole system. So we have to identify which of the bond acts as a dipole system. See, H and I is more electronegative and electronegativity 2.5 and 2.1 for hydrogen. So there is electronegativity difference, it means bond is polar. As oxygen atoms are same, so electronegativity will be same. So electronegativity difference is 0. It means the bond is non-polar. Again FF, electronegativity is same. Electronegativity difference is 0. So it is also non-polar. So whenever there is a electronegativity difference, the bond will be polar. See the next note. To measure the strength of electric field around a dipole vector, dipole moment is defined. So basically we have to find the strength of electric field around a dipole. A vector quantity is called dipole moment. Now what is dipole moment in terms of chemistry language? See, the dipole moment in chemistry is basically defined as the product of charges separated. So product of charges developed on a dipole and the separation between the charges. So basically dipole moment is denoted by mu, and it is the product of charge into distance by which the dipole are separated. Two charge, basically the two centers of atom of different electronegativity are separated by distance d. Then the dipole moment is the product of charge, either charge into distance between them. So Q1 equal to Q2, equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Numerically the charges are same. And also the dipole moment is a vector quantity. As dipole moment is a vector quantity, and note its direction. Its direction always from positive charge to negative charge. So direction from positive charge to negative charge, and denoted by this arrow, positive to negative. See the unit of dipole moment. What is the unit of dipole moment? The unit of dipole moment is dBi. dBi is basically charge in terms of coulomb and distance in terms of meter. So also we may say coulomb meter. It is also in CGS system. This is coulomb meter in SI system. As unit of charge in CGS system is ESU, electrostatic unit, into centimeter in CGS. Therefore, this is the CGS unit, this is the SI unit. Also, it is equal to dBi. See, the magnitude of charge in different systems. So, the magnitude of charge, if we measure in CGS system, it is equal to 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 10 electrostatic unit. While the magnitude of charge in SI unit is 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19. Distance in meter if SI, distance in centimeter if CGS. So basically 1 ESU is how much? 1 by 3 into 10 to the minus 9 coulomb. And also 1 dBi is equal to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. Now we can change 1 dBi into coulomb meter also. See, 1 dBi 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. 10 minus 18 will remain same, and 1 ESU is how much? That much coulomb. So 1 ESU is that much coulomb, and centimeter into meter 1 by 100 meter. So 1 divi will be equal to 3.3 into 10 minus 30 coulomb meter. See, now we have to draw the direction of dipole moment in the following questions. See, basically the direction of dipole moment in the following bonds. As this bond is carbon hydrogen bond, carbon more electronegative, negative charge, and on hydrogen equal partial positive charge. So direction from positive to negative. Again, oxygen and fluorine. Fluorine more electronegative, partial negative charge, and oxygen will carry partial positive charge equal. So direction from positive to negative. As Nn atom have same electronegativity, therefore it do not forms a dipole as there is no polarity of bond. Again, carbon less electronegative, plus charge. Chlorine more electronegative, minus charge. So direction from plus to minus. Again, BrCl. Chlorine more electronegative, partial negative. Bromine will get plus charge, so direction from positive to negative. Again, sulfur hydrogen. Sulfur more electronegative, minus, then hydrogen plus, so plus to minus. Direction of dipole moment. See the magnitude of dipole moment. So basically, the magnitude of dipole moment depends on the two factors. So magnitude of dipole moment mu depends on the two factors. See, one of the factor is charge developed on dipole, charges developed on the dipole, and charge developed is depend on the electronegativity difference. If higher is the electronegativity difference, then more will be the charge developed. Higher electronegativity difference means more will be the charge developed. Second factor is separation between the charges. So basically separation between the charges is the distance, and distance depends upon the size of atom. Normally first factor, charge, is the dominating factor. Normally, but not usually. See, the one case which is exceptional but experimental. Basically it is not exceptional, it is experimental. So on the basis of experimental data, when we compare carbon fluorine and carbon chlorine, electronegativity of carbon is 2.5, fluorine is 4, carbon 2.5, chlorine 3. So electronegativity difference is 1.5 in carbon fluorine, and in this 0.5. So according to charge Q1 is greater than Q2 because electronegativity is more, therefore Q1 is more than Q2. While distance, as size of chlorine is more, while distance is D2 is more than D1. And when we compare dipole moment, so dipole moment for mu for carbon chlorine bond is greater than of carbon fluorine bond, as the product of charge into distance. As the product of charge into distance for CCl bond is more than the product of charge into distance for carbon fluorine bond. Hence, always remember this case. In case of carbon fluorine and carbon chlorine, dipole moment of carbon chlorine bond is more than carbon chlorine. So arrange the following in the order of increasing dipole moment. As we know, HF, HCl, HBr, Hi. Electronegativity of each atom is given. See, electronegativity difference is 1.9, 0.9, 0.7, 0.4. So according to charge, Q1 more than Q2, Q2 more than Q3, Q3 more than Q4. While distance we know hydrogen is same, and size of halogen increasing. Size of halogen increasing means D1, D2, D3, D4. As we know, the dominating factor is charge. Dominating factor is charge in charge and distance, except carbon fluorine and carbon chlorine. So in carbon fluorine and carbon chlorine, this is only exceptional case, while other follow dominating factor charge. So dipole moment is mu1 greater than mu2 greater than mu3 and greater than mu4. See, there are two vectors basically in dipole moment. In any covalent compound, there are two dipole moment vector. One is bond moment vector. So basically bond moment vector is due to bond. While lone pair moment vector, it is due to lone pair. So basically two vectors are there. One is due to bond and one is due to lone pair. See, and the direction of lone pair is always away from the atom. So if this is atom and this is lone pair, so direction of lone pair vector is always away from the atom. So it is always away from the atom. So this is the bond moment bond moment with respect to bond, and lone pair moment with respect to lone pair, and direction of lone pair vector away from the atom always. Normally the value of mu of lone pair, so lone pair moment vector normally is always large as compared to bond moment. See now in this case, as we have to identify the dipole moment of this, see hydrogen oxygen, hydrogen oxygen, more electronegative, oxygen negative, and hydrogen will be positive. So direction from plus to minus. Again in this case, direction from plus to minus. And oxygen atom and lone pair. Again, this is lone pair vector. So lone pair vector direction away from the atom. So this is the vector, lone pair vector, and this is also lone pair vector away from the atom. As we can see that when we resolve vector, so net vector is in same direction. It means dipole moment in case of water will not be equal to 0. Same in the case of ammonia. In case of ammonia also, direction hydrogen to nitrogen, plus minus more electronegative, plus minus more electronegative, plus minus. So this is the bond moments vector, while nitrogen in a lone pair away from the atom always, so it is the lone pair moment. So all the vectors are in same direction. It means dipole moment of NH3 is also not equal to 0. See, when two vectors are at a certain angle, then the net dipole moment will be, as mu1 mu2 are two dipole moments at an angle theta, then mu net equal to under root of mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. This formula we will apply. Theta is the angle between vectors. See, if dipole moment is 0, then the molecule is non-polar. If dipole moment non-zero, then the molecule is polar. See example of CO2. CO2 is linear, oxygen more electronegative, negative charge, carbon positive, direction from positive to negative. Also in this pair, one pair this and one pair this. Again, positive and negative directions. As we see, these pairs are same, but vectors are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Therefore, the dipole moment is 0. So vector sum is 0, इसलिए dipole moment is 0. So in this case, CO2 dipole moment 0 means it is non-polar molecule. See the next case. As we have formula, see in this case, this is with respect to this group, this is para position. With respect to this group, this is ortho position. With respect to this group, it is meta position. So in para position, theta is 180, and in ortho, theta is 60, and in meta, theta is 120. So basically, as we have formula, mu1 equal to mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 into cos theta. So we will apply the formula and we get the dipole moment. See, show that dipole moment of metachlorobenzene is equal to the bond moment of individual moment. See, as we know, mu equal to mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. So theta increases. If theta increases, then cos theta decreases. So theta increases, cos theta decreases. Therefore, mu net also decreases. So dipole moment is maximum when theta is 60 degree. Then 60, 30 degree. When theta is 30 degree, dipole moment maximum. Then for 60, then for 90, then for 120, and then for 180, dipole moment is 0. So this is the case. As theta increases, cos theta decreases, so dipole moment decreases. Maximum for theta 60, it means for ortho. It means for theta 60 for ortho and theta 180 for para. So dipole moment is decreasing with the decrease in the value of, see, we may take one case like this, 1,2-dichlor. In this case, theta is 60, and in this case, theta is 180. So theta is 180 here and theta is 60 here. In this case, as theta is more, dipole moment will be less, as cos 180 is -1. See, now we have to compare the dipole moment. Now we are going to compare the dipole moment of NH3 and NF3. See, in case of NH3 and NF3, as we know, electronegativity of fluorine is more. So direction from positive to negative. again positive to negative, positive to negative. But in case of atom and lone pair, direction away from the atom. So these three vectors and this vector are in opposite direction. Again, in NH3, nitrogen more electronegative, direction from hydrogen to nitrogen, hydrogen to nitrogen, hydrogen to nitrogen. So in this case we see, and the direction of lone pair will be away from the atom. So in this case the four vectors are in same direction, and in this case three vectors in same and one in opposite. So basically the dipole moment, as four vectors are in same direction, so net vector sum is more. Therefore dipole moment of NH3 is more than dipole moment of NF3. Similar in the case of dipole moment of H2S and H2O. Again, oxygen more electronegative, so plus 2 minus, again plus 2 minus, and direction in case of lone pair away from the atom, away from the atom. So four vectors, when we draw resultant, the resultant are in same direction. It means while the electronegativity also in the case of H2 is similar, but in case of water electronegativity of oxygen is more. Therefore due to more electronegativity, dipole moment of water is more than dipole moment of H2S. Now we are going to discuss our next case, which is CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br and CH3I. See, we have already discussed the dipole moment of carbon chlorine bond is more than carbon fluorine bond. So the dipole moment of CH3Cl is more than CH3F, then CH3Br and then CH3I. So there is only exception in this pair. We expect CH3F has more dipole moment, but in real CH3Cl, due to product of charge into distance, in CCl bond is more. Therefore dipole moment of CH3Cl is more than CH3F, while rest remains same. Now we also compare the dipole moment of geometrical isomerism. See, in geometrical isomerism, basically, if compound is this one, this is the cis form, two atoms are in same direction, two atoms are in opposite, this is the trans form. As we can see, plus 2 minus, more electronegative. So vectors are in same direction. It means in cis, net vector sum is not 0, therefore dipole moment is not 0. While in trans, vectors are equal and opposite in direction, therefore net dipole moment is 0. So cis butene and trans butene dipole moment 0, while cis butene dipole moment non-zero. Therefore cis has more dipole moment than trans in this case. This is the all about dipole moment we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss our next topic, that is bond angle. See, one of the bond parameter is bond angle. So basically comparison of bond angle, we are going to discuss our first case. Basically bond angle depends on the hybridization of central atom. So one of the factor on which bond angle depends is hybridization of central atom. See, as we know, bond angle is directly proportional to percentage S character. If percentage S character is more, then bond angle will be more. First we look the hybridization. As we know, NO2, in case of NO2 hybridization is sp2. In case of NO2 hybridization is sp2. While in case of NO2 plus hybridization is sp. So in sp, percentage S character is 50%. While in NO2, percentage S character is 33%. Also we may see NO2 plus when hybridization is sp, the bond angle is 180 degree. So while in this case, as due to repulsion, angle should be, according to sp2 hybridization, angle should be 120. But due to this lone pair bond pair repulsion, angle in this case decreases slightly from 120 and becomes 115 degree. Hence bond angle in case of NO2 plus is more than NO2. See, second factor on which bond angle depends. The second factor on which bond angle depends is presence of lone pair on central atom. Presence of lone pair on central atom. Basically, presence of lone pair on central atom decreases the bond angle due to lone pair bond pair repulsion. See, in case of CH4, hybridization sp3 and lone pair 0. the angle is 109 degree 28 minute. As in this case, the bond angle is not affected because there is no lone pair, so no lone pair bond pair repulsion. While in case of NH3, hybridization sp3, but there is one lone pair on nitrogen atom. So due to this lone pair and bond pair repulsion, angle in NH3 decreases from 109 to 107. Same in case of water. In case of water, hybridization is sp3, but on oxygen atom there are two lone pair of electrons. So basically, the angle in this case decreases from 109 degree to 104. Same in the case of when steric number is 3. When steric number 3, then hybridization is basically depends on the, as hybridization we know, in case of SO3 and SO2, as there is no lone pair, so angle is 120. While in SO2 there is lone pair, therefore angle decreases due to lone pair bond pair repulsion. See, the another factor on which bond angle depends. Is basically electronegativity. So the next factor on which bond angle depends is electronegativity. See, what is electronegativity? So if central atom is different, if in the molecule central atom is different, then bond angle will vary directly proportional to electronegativity of central atom. Like in this case, for example, if we have to compare the bond angle in this case, NCl3, PCl3, AsCl3 and SpCl3. Surrounding atom is same, but central atom is varying. And there is one lone pair, as steric number is 4. Steric number 4, 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. So we can see that surrounding atom varying, but central atom is same. So in this case, bond angle is directly proportional to electronegativity of central atom. See how? As electronegativity of nitrogen is more, and electronegativity of nitrogen more than phosphorus more than arsenic more than Sb. So bond angle directly proportional to electronegativity of central atom. Therefore NCl3 has high bond angle than PCl3, then AsL3, then SpCl3. See the next case. The next case is if in case surrounding atom is changed. Now the case is central atom is same. In last case, central atom is varying and surrounding atom same. But in this case, the central atom same, surrounding atom is varying. In this case, the bond angle is inversely proportional to electronegativity of surrounding atom. So last case, bond angle is directly proportional to electronegativity of central atom when central atom is different. And in this case, surrounding atom is different, then bond angle is inversely proportional to electronegativity of surrounding atom. See the question. The question is, we have to compare, one is SOF2, one is SOCl2, SOBr2 and SOI2. Sulfur. So central atom is same. The varying atom is fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. As we can see, FClBrI. Surrounding atom vary, and electronegativity of surrounding atom. Fluorine has highest electronegativity, then chlorine, then bromine and then iodine. So electronegativity of surrounding atom is varying by this way. As we know, electronegativity of surrounding atom is more. If electronegativity of surrounding atom is more, then bond angle will be less. So for fluorine, bond angle will be less. So SOF2 has less bond angle. Then SOCl2 has more. So highest bond angle in this case, in the case of SOI2, because iodine has less electronegativity as surrounding atom, therefore it has more bond angle. So this is the basically all about the bond angle.